Hey everyone. Ever catch yourself wondering what the future holds?
Yeah, like what our day-to-day lives will actually look like.
Right. Well, today we're going to be diving into what everyday life might be like in 2025.
And the really interesting thing is we're talking about a future that's just around the corner.
Exactly. We're not talking flying cars here.
Right. It's not some far-off future.
Yeah, more like how the trends that we're already seeing.
The innovations that are happening right now
Yeah, exactly.
are on the verge of completely changing, like transforming how we live and work and connect with each other.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes this so fascinating to think about.
It really is.
Because understanding these changes could be like a sneak peek into our future self.
Absolutely.
So let's start with work. Imagine it's 2025, you've had your coffee, but instead of just opening your laptop,
You're stepping into a virtual reality office.
I love it. So remember all the Zoom meetings we've been having?
Oh, yeah.
Gone.
Hopefully.
We're talking collaborating with colleagues as holograms.
Right in your living room. It's like science fiction, but becoming reality.
It is. And we're already seeing early versions of this, like with, what is it, Meta's Horizon Workrooms.
Exactly. That's a perfect example. But by 2025, this kind of immersive tech.
It could be as common as our laptops are now.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine brainstorming sessions where you're not just staring at a screen?
Yeah, instead of a flat screen.
Yeah. But you're actually in there, like manipulating 3D models together.
Exactly. Or you're doing a design review and it actually feels like you're walking through the building.
Right. Even if you're miles apart.
Miles apart.
That's amazing. No more you're on mute moments.
Oh, thank goodness. We can say goodbye to those.
Right. So this shift towards hybrid work models,
Yeah, where the physical and digital just blend seamlessly.
it seems like it's definitely gaining momentum.
Yeah.
And VR and AR could make remote work so much more engaging and collaborative.
So much more.
So it sounds pretty amazing, right?
It does.
But like with everything, there's always two sides to every coin.
Of course, there are always challenges.
Exactly. As much as I love the idea of ditching my commute, this level of tech integration,
It's going to require new skills.
totally. Are we going to have to become like expert hologram wranglers or something? What's that going to look like?
Right. Well, I think one thing is for sure, this kind of tech is definitely going to demand new skills, adaptability.
Yeah.
We'll have to learn how to navigate these virtual spaces.
Makes sense.
It's very likely that we're going to see entire workforces needing to upskill
Wow.
or even reskill to keep pace.
Yeah, it's like, it makes you think, are we ready for that?
That's the big question.
Yeah, because it's one thing for AI to take over our tedious tasks.
Sure.
But what happens to the people whose jobs revolve around those tasks?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is.
And honestly, there's no easy answer. As AI becomes more and more advanced, some jobs will inevitably be displaced.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But here's the thing. Just as technology disrupts, it also creates. And we'll likely see a surge in new job categories that we can't even imagine right now.
I love that it's like we can't even fathom what those would be.
Exactly.
It's so interesting.
And a lot of those new jobs will focus on managing, maintaining, and interacting with these very AI systems. The key is going to be approaching these changes with a mindset of continuous learning.
It's so true. Like they always say, the only constant is change, right?
Exactly.
But let's be honest, even in 2025, we're going to need some downtime
Oh, absolutely.
after a long day in our metaverse office.
And of course.
So after we log off, what awaits us at home?
Well, get ready for our homes to get a serious upgrade, too. Forget smart homes, we're talking about intuitive, almost anticipatory living spaces. Think AI assistants that do a lot more than just play music on command.
Okay, I'm officially intrigued. Put me a picture here.
Okay.
What does a day in the life in a 2025 smart home actually look and feel like?
Okay, so imagine this. You walk through the door after a long day, and the lights automatically adjust to your preferred evening setting.
Okay.
The temperature is perfect, based on your past preferences and the weather outside. And, get this, your fridge has already created a grocery list based on what's running low. No more last-minute runs to the store.
Hold on, rewind that my fridge is making grocery lists now.
That's right.
Does that mean it's going to judge my midnight snack choices too? I'm picturing like a disappointed beep every time I reach for the ice cream.
Maybe we'll need to program in like a no judgment zone feature for those late night cravings.
Okay, that's the future I can get behind. But in all seriousness, this level of interconnectedness,
Yeah,
it makes you wonder about the trade-offs, right?
of course, absolutely.
Convenience versus privacy.
That's exactly right. You've hit a key point. This seamless integration of technology, it relies heavily on data. Sensors in our homes will constantly be gathering information about our habits, preferences, even our health. While this data can be used to personalize our experiences, it also raises some big questions about data privacy and who has access to all of this information. It's a lot like that saying, there's no such thing as a free lunch, right?
It's a double-edged sword for sure.
Right.
We love convenience, but we've got to be mindful of what we might be giving up.
You got it.
For sure. And it's not just in our homes, because just as our homes are becoming smarter, so are our cities.
Absolutely. That's right.
So we're going from these interconnected homes to this much larger scale.
Exactly.
And it seems like by 2025, we're going to be seeing smart cities where AI helps optimize everything.
That's right. Cities are going to be learning and adapting in ways we can only begin to imagine right now.
Okay, I am all for a smarter planet.
Mhm.
What does that actually look like in action? Give me the highlights.
Okay, well, imagine a city where traffic flows smoothly because AI is directing traffic lights and providing real-time route suggestions.
So basically cutting down on those rush hour headaches.
Exactly, exactly. Sensors monitor air quality and water usage, giving city planners the information they need to make smarter decisions about resources and sustainability.
Now that's a future I can get behind. Less traffic and a greener planet. I like the sound of that. Less traffic and a greener planet. That's a future I can definitely get on board with. But what about other aspects of city life? What else is changing?
Well, think about public safety. Imagine a city where public safety is enhanced by AI-powered surveillance.
Okay, so we're talking faster emergency response times, maybe even preventing crime before it happens.
Exactly, that's the idea. Using AI to create a safer environment for everyone.
That sounds amazing, but it also makes me think about those privacy concerns we talked about earlier.
Right, of course.
It's like a fine line, isn't it?
It is.
Weighing the potential benefits against the potential downsides.
It's about striking that balance, absolutely. And it's a conversation that we need to be having right now.
While these technologies are still being developed,
Exactly, because how do we harness these incredible advancements while still protecting individual rights? That's the big question.
you're spot on. Speaking of important questions, we've talked about the future of work in cities, but what about something we all care about, our health?
Oh yeah, healthcare is going to look a lot different in 2025.
Feels like it's on the verge of a major transformation.
It really is. We're seeing a convergence of incredible technologies. Genomics, AI, wearable tech.
All these things coming together.
Yeah, and they're all poised to make healthcare more personalized and even predict health issues before they become serious.
Okay, fewer trips to the doctor's office and early detection. I'm all ears. So tell me more about this personalized health revolution.
Okay, so think about this. You're going about your day, maybe you're out for a run or you're just working at your desk. Your smartwatch is already tracking your heart rate, your
I
sleep.
was just going to say, I wear a smartwatch now, so
Right. But in 2025, it's not just fitness tracking, it's continuous health monitoring.
okay, so what's different? What changes in 2025?
The difference is the level of detail and the power of AI to actually analyze all of that data.
Okay.
We're talking about algorithms that can detect subtle patterns and red flags that even a trained medical professional might miss.
So the AI is like my personal health detective, always on the lookout for clues,
That's a great way to put it.
catching things early on when they're easier and less expensive to treat.
Exactly. So for example, imagine getting an alert that your blood sugar is trending high, along with some personalized recommendations,
Okay.
maybe for diet and exercise adjustments.
So you're getting ahead of the problem before it even becomes serious.
Exactly. That's what we call proactive healthcare.
And that's what I'm talking about. I love the idea of not just treating illness, but actually predicting and preventing it.
Yeah.
But even with all this futuristic tech, there's still the human element to consider. Are we saying goodbye to doctors altogether?
Not at all. Think of AI as a powerful new tool for both doctors and patients. Telemedicine will become even more commonplace, so routine checkups, follow-up appointments, even some initial diagnoses could all be done remotely.
Okay, that makes sense. But what happens when you need more than just a virtual checkup?
Well, that's where digital therapeutics come in. These are software-based treatments for various conditions.
Okay.
Think of apps that can deliver cognitive behavioral therapy for depression or programs that help manage chronic pain.
Hold on, am I hearing this right? Doctors are going to be prescribing apps instead of pills.
It's already starting to happen. And the great thing is, it can provide more affordable and engaging ways for people to manage their own health.
It sounds like we're heading toward a future of healthcare that is more personalized, more accessible, and hopefully more effective. But let's be honest, we can't talk about the future without talking about fun.